Well, I aim to re-energize this house, considering the low numbers and all that. Ladies and gentlemen, the house at large, all protocols observed. I greet you in the name of Comrade Robert Gugulethu when he commands that it should not be what Africa, it should not be what you can give Africa, but what, it should not be what Africa can do for you, but what you can do for Africa. I greet you in the name of Comrade Gugulethu when he reminds us that, dear child of the soil, you are not Africa because you were born in Africa. You are Africa because it is born within you. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you today to discuss the inequality problems that we face in the age of today. It really depresses me to come to think of the fact that we have went to the extent of generating the SDG goals on problems that are self-inflicted, on problems that are humanity, on problems that are caused by humans. So here we are, 2,000 years later, trying to develop solutions for problems that we ourselves caused. And it really saddens me that we've gone or we've come to that extent. And really, it all begins beyond self. What do I mean? What do I mean by this? The hurdle or the challenge in existing beyond ourselves is ourselves, basically. So the idea that we are our own threat limits us to exist in a world that is equal, to exist in a world that does not have water problems, to exist in a world that is fair and just. Hence, I aim to share a bit of pointers on how one can self-transform. You do not seek to transform the world before you have transformed yourself. Of paramount importance is your thoughts, how you perceive the world, and this will translate to your impact in the world. It is unfortunately an ongoing process. I am saying it is unfortunate because I would wish for us to know who we are and that be cast in stone, and then we can positively affect the world. However, this is a continuous process that we need to visit time and again in order for us to effect positive changes in our community. Becoming a world leader, walking in the footsteps of those we aspire to be like, and surpassing their deeds, requires a rounded approach in understanding who we are and what our contribution will be in this earth. Self-development is continuous. We evolve every day from our surroundings to the last book, from our surroundings and also to the last book that we read. However, this also changes to something new that might influence our perspective as we go through life. Honestly speaking, being a student myself and having big dreams to change the world, I get anxious sometimes. In what kind of positive impact will I contribute? Trying to excel in both academic and work spaces can be very daunting. Understanding who I am and losing it in the next morning is very infuriating. Looking at yourself in the mirror, telling yourself you've got this, and having a panic attack in the next minute is a nightmare, ladies and gentlemen. Hence, I urge all of us to really work on tapping into the best version of who we can be. And hence, the goal of my speech is to advise each and every one of you that you can only impact the world when you've got, or when you've tapped into the best version of yourself. With that being said, allow me to conclude by saying nothing in nature is for itself. Nothing in nature is for itself and itself alone. Rivers flood not only for their thirst, trees will not consume fruit, the sun burns at 27 million degrees for the life unknown and known to the universe. We are a collective. We exude power within our being so that we benefit the universe. With that being said, I urge you to be carelessly selfless in positively impacting the world.